If you have trouble breaking the ice with people, the Scroll Fly from Etekcity may help you out a bit. Well, okay, I know, the style of this mouse is probably broken glass and not broken ice, but then my joke doesn't work, so how about you calm down, buddy? By the way, if you're interested, check out I'll probably have probably over here somewhere, I'll have a link to my unboxing of this mouse. So check it out if you guys want to see what comes with it. There's not really a whole lot, but if you want to see what it looks like up close and what it comes with, check it out. So right whenever you set up this mouse, the driver installation is pretty good, and also the packaging that holds this mouse is pretty nice as well, which I guess you'd see in my unboxing. But that's good because the Scroll X1 that I reviewed from Etekcity about last week didn't have really the best packaging in the world, and the driver installation was terrible. So definitely a good move, Etekcity fixing some issues. That software has quite a few options as well, including stuff like pointer speed, scroll speed, double click speed, DPI, button assignment, and turning the lights on or off. And by the way, the DPI settings are 400, 800, 1600, and 3200, which nothing in between there, which we will talk about in a little bit. But moving back into lighting options, like I said, you can only turn lighting on and off through the software, and honestly, that's pretty weak. And then actually moving beyond that, this mouse actually does have different options for what color you want it to be. Basically, if you have it all the way on the lowest DPI, which is 400, the lights will be off. If you have it at 800, the lights will be red. If you have it at 1600, it'll be like yellowish. If you have it at 3200, it'll be green. So nothing in between there, no other colors. That's all you got with this mouse. So hope you like red, green, and yellowish. Now, by the way, moving back into the software once again really quick, who the fuck would ever turn off the lights on a mouse like this? I mean, that's basically a big focal point of this mouse is the fact that it's lighting all over. So who the hell would ever turn that off? And then on top of that, whenever you actually go to turn off this stuff within the software, it turns off everything besides the side lights, which doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't turn off those lights. They're on all the time. So why do you have an option to turn off some of the lights and not those? And like I was hinting at earlier, the DPI settings are pretty weak in this mouse as well. It can only be 400, 800, 1600, or 3200 with literally nothing in between. And remember, those control the lights. So if you like red, for instance, but you don't want it to be really slow, well, you're shit out of luck. So yeah. It really just doesn't make much sense, and I don't know why Etekcity is doing this stuff. So give me more options for DPI and for lighting. Also, I don't really know if the camera picks this up a whole lot, I guess especially when the mouse is on, but the top of it is glossy, and I'll be honest, I'm not too big of a fan of that. It's not the worst thing in the world by any means, but matte tops just look better to me. I feel like they would hold less fingerprints and less grime and crap like that. So I would personally stick with matte if I was making mice, personally. Also, since it's a gaming mouse, a lot of gaming mice have customizable weights. This one doesn't, again, and honestly, I wish this mouse just weighed a little bit more. It's not very light and it's not very heavy, but it's a little bit on the light end of the spectrum, at least for my preferences. Once again, if you like customizable weights, you don't have that at all in this mouse, but I wish this mouse just weighed a little bit more. It's not terrible, but I just wish it weighed a little bit more. But that said, I just said a bunch of things that are pretty bad about this mouse. There's a lot of things I actually do like a lot on this mouse. The side grips are pretty sweet. They're basically molded in plastic with, I guess, ribs, I guess I'd call it. Maybe bumps, different terms for it. But it's a little bit different, and they seem pretty durable, because sometimes if they just have like glued on rubber grips on there, sometimes they fall off. So I like that these are durable, they're a little bit different, and they do the job pretty well. The theme is also pretty great. Yeah, it is definitely broken glass, but it looks pretty damn good if you have the color that you want. Personally, I basically had to use this thing whenever it was yellow because that's the only DPI that really works for me that well. But the broken glass theme looks great as long as the color scheme works for you. Also, I mentioned before, but the drivers actually work, which is pretty great. On the Scroll X1, they only worked sometimes. So the fact that they work pretty much all the time on this mouse is definitely a move in the right direction. The mouse also has a braided cord, which is always welcome, especially on a mouse that is this price, which is another great point. This mouse is, at least at the time of this review, under 20 bucks, which is pretty great. I mean, it's damn hard to find a mouse this good for under 20 bucks. The Scroll X1 from Etekcity is also really great, and it's a little bit cheaper. This one has some upgraded features, and honestly, it's still a pretty damn great price, so that's a good selling point too. Overall, this mouse feels pretty great. I played some Left 4 Dead. It just felt great. It felt great editing videos. The clicks feel pretty nice. The scroll wheel works really nicely. You know, it's just a couple things here and there that just aren't perfect. But with a mouse that's like, you know, on the lower spectrum of being priced, it's not too bad at all. It's actually pretty different from the Scroll X1, believe it or not. But that doesn't mean this mouse is necessarily bad or amazing. It's still kind of on the same playing field. It's just, you know, what kind of theme do you like better? Do you like glossy tops? Do you like matte tops? All those kind of combine into what's going to make your decision. If you like glossy tops, and if you like this glass theme, and if you like the colors, then it's a pretty damn cool mouse. And by the way, as I finish up this review, Etekcity did send me this mouse for review, so thanks a lot to Etekcity. Really appreciate that. And I hope they work on some of this stuff in the future, especially the fact where you can change your color in DPI to whatever you want it to be. You should be able to do that. So Etekcity, I hope you work on that in the future. Give me many color options in the future. That's what I want to see. But thank you guys for sending me the mouse. And of course, I'll have a giveaway for this in the future, so look out for the giveaway. And, you know, beyond that, pretty cool stuff. Thank you guys for checking out this review. If you want to drop a like on it, be sure to do it. If you think I did something wrong with this review, let me know in the comment section. The lighting isn't really perfect. I put a lamp back here just because I didn't want to be totally dark because I'm not black. And if I didn't have that lamp there, I would be black. So thank you guys for checking out this review. I guess look out for the giveaway soon. And I'll see you later. Peace out.